time to upload series, but because I'm always the most inconsistent person on the planet for starting at consistent times. But you know, back to the norm, I guess. Bottom of chassis, top of engine, will be top of aero next round. So what more do you really need at this point? Because clearly, like, nothing else you do is really gonna make a difference. So getting into the thick of things, let's just be honest with ourselves here. With all the upgrades, we'll get close to Williams, but nothing amazing. Let's just move on to Crawley before I just ruin everything. I mean worse than usual. Alright, Q1's a normality at this point. We're gonna get through anyway, so I'm just gonna go straight through, set a lap time, and that'll be it for good old Q1. Because Q1's pretty easy to get through at this point in my car. All you need is just engine power, which is all this McLaren really has. Okay, fairs, it does have aero, but it has no chassis at all. So really, we're weak in the corners. The tracks like Monaco next season will be the living hell for us. I mean, if we even stay at McLaren, who knows, I might even go back and play F1 2015. Who said it would be on 2019? I mean, like, we're behind both Mercs again, I'm pretty sure, in the Drivers' Championships table. So again, with Merc conveniently declining down the grid order, and us going up the grid order, it should be easier and easier every single race to gain points on the Mercs, which we have been doing most rounds, except for when we don't make it through to Q3, at which point they start like first and second and then they just run away. But to put it honestly, we're way faster than Hamilton, so if I just remember 101.578, we'll see the true difference between our cars. And this is an okay lap for me, not exactly the best in the world, and we're still 4/10 up, so nothing too great, nothing too terrible. And let's not forget, I'm not even using max fuel mix, so and I'm trying to just reduce the wear on all these engine parts, even though I have loads to spare. So yeah, we'll be faster than both Mercs, even without, okay, slightly slower than Bottas, but faster than Hamilton, even without using max when they were. Our max gains like a good 7, 8, 10, so yeah. Surprised to only be P3 though, so that means apparently Mercs have good pace here. Great, it's just my luck, isn't it? They're not good anymore, but they just have pace of the one track that we're good at. I guess that means they'll be good at Abu Dhabi and Brazil as well, which means we only have the middle sector of Brazil and third sector of Abu Dhabi to gain on them. And here I guess we have the first sector. So I guess for the last 3 rounds we make all our time in the first, second and third sector. Nice maths. Yep, just to screw myself even more in the corners. So yeah, last time we were only 2/10 off, and that was without max fuel revs. So we should be good to get through with max. Now, in the quality test, I came P17, but that was a horrible setup with 7.7 wings. So I had a lot higher wings, meaning that in this third sector and in the second sector I was so slow, but in the first it was all worth it. Obviously there was a lot of oversteer because the wings were balanced out instead of being less on the front and more on the rear. So we were struggling with oversteer, but we shouldn't be struggling with that at all in this one. So I'm saying I'm pretty sure that we'll get through with the set mediums. Don't know, my luck, we're probably going to end up getting P11. Max will get 1 and 2. And Haas's will start like 7th and 8th. Not like they're even in the championship fight anymore. But they will be next season. Because I don't think there's going to be an R&D reset this year. Because we're already here and there isn't one yet. So I don't think there is going to be one. Technically this is 2020 season. Going into 2021. Then why is there not like everything except from reliability and engine? Not even reliability is being redone. The engine's the only thing that isn't being redone for 2021, I think. So I guess technically in that case then also the reliability, because normally the reliability is of the engine. So 6/10 down on Hamilton, which means I probably need to pick up the pace a little bit in this third sector. I say that and I run horribly over the curb. That was a terrible lap. And this is just gotta be a little bit of an in lap, just to prove that even on lean and none I was still faster through some corners, including the first one. So I had purple first sector, I just lost it all in this middle sector. Because I go from purple to 6/10 down. It's confusing, but in the race it won't be anything like that, so. Yeah, we're already not safe. But I don't care. I just say waste a set of mediums. So don't care where we start really. Might just start from the back again. No, I'm joking. I'm gonna go out. I'll try soft, medium, soft. Basically just a one stop, just. Or maybe just soft to medium. I'll try a 2 slot. Obviously I've got to be careful on how much I tighten in on these tyres, because I'll be starting on these next in the race, so got to worry about all the wear that we put on them, got to worry about all the emphasis we put on them in the corners, how much stress we put them under. Obviously we don't want to mess them up. In Q3, obviously, I'm just gonna shred the tyres because it's a free set given to us by the FAA for going through there. At the moment, I'm kind of going easy on this tyre set, and I'm setting my best sectors the whole weekend. Seems legit. So I guess that just proves that pushing isn't actually that good for the tyres and for your pace. Goes against everything I've ever learnt, but whatever works for the game, I guess. I think I'm setting good sectors which are actually competitive when I don't even have that much pace. I'm not even pushing the tyres. Didn't even have to gain too much time. Just had to try and get inside the 31s, I'm saying. But I almost got into the 30s. Okay, I did get in the 30s. With a bad lap like that, and I get into the 30s. Yeah. Fastest while trying to protect the tyres. Seems legit. So yeah, obviously it's Q3. I'm gonna go out on the scrub set which we had it from Q1, and then we'll go out on the fresh set. I'm gonna set my lap in that camera as well. Don't know if it's just TV pod offset is faster for me or what, but took my fastest lap on that conveniently. Or maybe I just need to like not push too much, and that's how I set good laps. Yeah, for purple over Kevin, then we must be doing something right. I'm gonna try and get a toe in my second lap, even if it messes me up in the first and third sector. Yeah, this set was 3/10 off. It's gonna be more like 4 because of how much extra wear it has at the end. 4 or 5/10 we got getting on the new set, I'm saying. So yeah, we're 6 and a bit tenths off. I'm saying if we put everything back to normal, then should be good. At the moment, P7 on a dead set of tyres with not even my normal setup for here, so I'm not really scared. I don't really mind getting P7, that's better than what I normally get. And we're not even that far behind our teammate, so that just proves that this McLaren should have decent pace around here. Yeah, everyone else is on the lap, so there's no chance of me getting a slipstream. I won't mind, because I'll be the last one to set my lap, so I don't have to worry about the AI getting their stupid sim time glitch. And then I got to worry about is my lines through all these corners. They're basically set at this point, because we've increased the aero by 1 click on the front end, which means we'll be a lot better through the corners, and we're not going to lose too much down the straight, so I'm just going to be as aggressive as I can through the corners on this lap. Screw what I found out about being conservative. A little bit deep into the hairpin, but nothing too bad. As I think all the AI are finishing up their lap. So I'm pretty sure this is just the game confirming that this is a Red Bull track. I think everyone's done their laps. We're 4/10 up now. All we need is to just not have an almighty fuckfest in the 3rd sector and we're good. All I need is to not do a Pasta Maldonado. A little bit of a Max Verstappen there through that corner. As we get pole by, I think, 1/10.5. So yeah, obviously Hamilton quite a bit ahead of us, very close to Bottas, so I'm saying with this quali we're guaranteed to jump Hamilton. No, I'm joking, we'll probably go jump Bottas but not Hamilton. So yeah, obviously very solid, and no shit, I thought that was going to be terrible. So I only need to finish 4th this weekend and we're good. And the game's crashing. Oh, okay. You know what, technically my rival is Bottas. So just same as the rival. And I'm pretty sure that AI do get boost if they are rival. So I'm pretty sure I'm making it harder for me to win the championship this way, but who cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Unless there's grid penalties for the maps. Alright, no one cares. Charles got grid penalties. The disabled child, where is he starting? Oh, why didn't you just take more grid penalties? No, I'm just not gonna question the McLaren mechanics at this point. They've made it obvious that they're not the smartest people on the planet. Yep, we gotta run minimum fuel this race. Shocking, isn't it? Me wanting to run as little fuel as I can. There you go. There's all the settings, and I still haven't done this. I'm to take out Gasly. I really want to take someone out. Right, go on, Hamilton. Bottas has been DSQ'd. Goodbye. I love doing that. Alright, pole position. What can I do that would make this go wrong? Except from absolutely everything, and we're away, and I'm already being overtaken into turn 1. Of course I am. But you know what, I'm just gonna send it back up the inside. Because Gasly went too conservative and he almost touches me up the arsehole for £5 an hour. But hey, we've kept our lead out of turn 1, so not much I can really do here. The extra fuel's kind of putting the car off balance, but I don't really mind. I mean, yeah, extra compared to quali, because the car's pretty light right now. Yeah, I don't think Gasly's gonna be able to get us down this back straight, considering how slippy our car is in a straight line. And how our engine is. Yeah, we are on lean and medium while he's probably on like rich and overtake or something. But our car's that good in a straight line that we shouldn't be under too much pressure from Gasly in this race. Or anyone. I'm just hoping that the Mercs go down the grid order. Because Hamilton's already down into P4. Bottas has made his way up to P6, now 7. Well, he's fighting for 6th. So normally I go for my fastest lap on lap 2, but since this is on a dead set, on a scrub set from quali, I know I'm not going to do that until lap 9, no, lap 10 is when I'll actually set my proper lap. So yeah. Because lap 8 I'll come in, end of. Then lap 9 will be messed up because of that, so lap 10 will be the first lap that I can properly push on a fresh set of softs. I don't really even feel like I'm pushing this car too much. You know what, just for added realism. So I got a pair of goalkeeper gloves which came in today. For added realism, I'm gonna chuck them on. Just because I'm leading the race. Why not? Punishment for leading the race, I guess. So this is gonna make it very hard. The second I drop down outside podium, I'll take them off. They're actually really nice gloves. It's just it's gonna be hard to drive an F1 car with them, obviously, because F1 gloves are very different to goalkeeping gloves. Because goalkeeping gloves are supposed to be able to hit balls which are coming at you at very quick speeds away. Well, driving gloves are supposed to give you more traction almost. Now, first thing I've noticed is, since they're very bulky, it's hard to control the steering wheel at the same amount as I was before. Well, I'm not surprised Gasly might get me here, but obviously throttle application is the same, though I'm having to slightly alter it to defend the position. Obviously, because of how I'm now driving the car, it's gotta be different. No, after my first pit stop I'll come in and take them off, but I've got to be like this until the end of lap 8, so that's another 6 laps, so great. What more could I want? No DRS yet, still. So that's the thing, now down this straight I'm gonna have to somehow switch to rich revs instead of lean. But how am I gonna do that without taking myself out? That is the real question. How am I gonna do that efficiently? I've got like the world's bulkiest goalkeeping gloves on. Oh, I always find a way to fuck myself over, don't I? Might as well been called the Kieran fucks himself over the Grand Prix. But you know, Gazier is actually starting to drop back now. I'm not sure if that's because he's not running high fuel modes or high ERS modes anymore, or what, but I'm just happy that he's backing off now. This means there's less stress on me until the first pit stop, which means that I should be able to use these goalkeeping gloves to their full potential, and I'm going to take them off during the pit stop. I'm not even pausing it in the middle of the pit, so I don't know why I'm putting these self-imposed challenges on for me, but it's just a lot harder to drive. I can't even fit my hands anywhere really because the gloves are so bulky. Yeah, obviously having 6/10 behind now, so basically a 6-tenth gap. Right, that's actually really good considering Merc to McLaren, not Merc, Red Bull to McLaren. You know, we're actually kind of pulling away from both Haas's as well, while having both goalkeeper gloves on, so I'm proud of myself for doing this. Somehow extending the lead to the fastest car on the grid, while having this self-imposed bullshit on myself. Like, please don't demonetize me, Susan. I'm just some angry 13-year-old who can't control what he says. With Gasly trying to touch him. But still, we're still keeping our lead over Pierre, which is basically all we need. So the second we enter the pit lane, obviously I'm gonna take off the right glove first, that way I can at least do the clutch in the pit stop. The left one I can keep on, because that's not affecting me as much. But through right hand turns I'm just feeling such a big effect of understeer just because I can't turn it at the same degree, but in left not as much. It's almost like I've got front wing damage, but I know I don't. Pulling over to the inside now, we're going to squeeze him back to the racing line. We're going to keep it up his inside and just keep on going as if nothing happened. And while all of this is happening, I've still saved so much fuel already in the first 4 and a bit laps. Through the first 13 sectors of the race, I've saved this much fuel. You know, each lap is split into 3 sectors. Yeah, the gap between Gasly and Magnussen is pretty much between 1.6 and 1.7 seconds. The gap between me and Gasly is fluctuating a lot more, but I'm saying it's more of a 0.6 now, and it's staying at 0.6, so honestly I'm just gonna save fuel until lap 10, and I'm also just gonna be on medium until lap 9, at which point I'll just run none just to save all the ERS so I can have it blast the pass on lap 10. So like, I wasn't even planning on putting my gloves on. And they came a couple hours ago, and I'm just like, alright, why not? I say a couple of hours ago, I mean one. Pretty terrible exit out of the final corner, not gonna lie. Okay, Magnus and Steiner catch up here, which is kind of an issue, so Gasly just needs to stop attacking me, and I just need to start picking up the pace, really. So obviously I'm just leaving my car on the same fuel in ERS the whole first stint. Only on lap 9 are we switching it, which is the lap after we pit in, so... Alright, now Magnussen's almost in Gasly's DRS, so I need to start getting a move on. But the thing with F1 gloves compared to goalkeeper gloves is F1 gloves are made to like grip onto a wheel rather than knock a ball out of the goal or grip onto a ball, so there's a lot of technical differences. I was about to say difficulties. So yeah, Gasly only starts gaining on me far too late down the straight to make a difference. As you can see, tyre wear is really starting to affect me. I don't even know what I'm gonna be braking. But then again, so the gloves, so it's kind of a mixture of them both impeding me. To the point that we're basically training up the entire top 7, I want to say, because you got both Mercs, both Haas's, both Red Bulls and me, yeah, so top 7. Luckily P8 and backwards is being held up by an Alpha, so it's gonna be nice. Obviously Gasly is being attacked by K-Mag, who is the second best engine on the grid. And we're almost in the positive. A good 19 sectors into the race, we're neutral on fuel. To be fair, that isn't even that bad, considering we don't even have maxed out fuel. I feel like Gasly's now going on way slower because he's under pressure from Kevin. So, K-Man, keep doing your thing, man. Just put Gasly under more pressure, overtake him. All we need is for both Mercs to not finish on the podium. Doesn't matter who comes where. We need me to come on podium and both Mercs to not. So, Magnussen almost steamrolls into me, almost T-bones me into the end of the second sector. Where he just overtook Gasly, to be fair to them. But yeah, the gloves are really starting to affect me now. Because the tyre wear is also kicking in, so I don't know what's affecting more, the gloves or the tyre wear. I guess I'll find out next stint which one is a bigger issue. But to be fair, I might go into mediums just to get that stint out of the way and be fast in the third stint. First time I'm changing anything this whole race. And it's what tyres I'm going to be on. Oh, okay. That's K-Mag 3. But it's fine, we'll be back on him by the end of next lap. Oh, up the inside here. But he squeezed us out, fair enough to him. Planning on going around his outside there, but rather get better exit and just blast past him on the next straight. Strategy. Except from the understeer. As you can see, I actually have a little bit of a toe from K-Mag, and that's just about keeping me in front of Pierre. So, we almost hit K-Mag, but we're just about keeping in front of Pierre. Yeah, K-Mag's almost gone at this point. Oh, okay, I am really thankful that this is the lap we're coming in on, and we're not going for that one stop from softs to mediums. because although that would probably be faster, or even softs to hards, it just wouldn't be worth it. But Kevin Magnussen is not coming in this lap, which tells me either he's doing a one stop, or everyone else is going off the extra lap. I don't really mind though, I'm sticking to my 2-stop. I literally said I'm doing a 2-stop in quali, and that's both my gloves off and a 1.9 stop. So everything's going really well for us here at McLaren today. I have my gloves off, which means I'm going to actually have a good grip out of corners. Kubica's just behind us. So yeah, I'm just going to set that to no. It feels so weird being able to actually grip onto the wheel, not just have everything except for my thumbs hovering. Feels nice, but then again unorthodox, because I just had that for like 6-7 laps. So it's not a bad unorthodox, it's an unorthodox. So actually that was a Ferrari holding up everyone else, not an Alpha, because both Alphas are back here scrapping over each other. So yeah, unless one of them jump me in the pit stops, this is, yeah, it's a Ferrari. I don't know, I just thought it was an Alpha. But so that's up into P16. I think we're still in our net P2. I think the longer we stay out compared to the AI, the more time we're gonna make on them as Magnussen comes in along with one of the Mercs. So this is where we see if we still have our net P2 or net P1 as Raikkonen pulls into the pits. Thank you very much. As this will relinquish us into a P1 or P2. There's Kevin Magnussen, who's out on hards. So he's probably trying to one-stop it. As he got in my way. Luckily no front wing damage. But this makes me think he's doing one stop, which makes me think I need to get past him right here, right now, right around his outside. Hit him too, because he hit me. But nope. You don't got the inside into a one-line corner, man. You of all people should know that. That's also up into a P10, but we have to make a whole pit stop on the leaders. Magnussen can come at me all he wants. He can overtake me in a straight line, but I have the bravery to go deep into the corner and keep the position, because I don't want to be behind this guy, because I got to somehow drop him in the upcoming laps. As Ferrari's Pillar Williams in 2015 going one lap and then another lap after, so obviously next lap I'll have a massive gap back to K-Mag, because I'm going for a proper quali lap on lap 11. I'm supposed to do it on lap 10, but someone, Kevin Magnussen, blocked me, so yeah, we're safe in front of Grosjean, so he can't do anything to us. See, I'm the only leader that isn't doing the one stop, I think. So it's really just down to me to just maximize my race and to hope that they mess up their own, really, because I can't do much anymore, because I just got pushed away. I just got to hope that they take each other out or they tangle, but not much I can really do here until the end. Until lap 20 when I come in. There's not much I can really do, so until then I just gotta go as hard as I can. Go hard or go home, I guess. But both Red Bulls and one Merc is still out, which makes me think they're going for an even more aggressive one stop onto the mediums, which would be terrible for us, as they're going an even more Williams than the Ferraris are. 2 laps and a 3rd lap added on to everyone else. So don't know what Red Bull are on, don't know what Ferrari are on, don't know what Merc are on, but surely they've just given up a bunch of time by sticking out on these dead softs. If you can't tell already, that's a nice gap we got now, back to K-Mag. That's 2.5 seconds in 1 lap. Alright, more like 2 seconds, because we probably had half a second gap. But yeah, through here, we run none. Through everywhere else on the lap, we run medium. That's how you gain time. And also harvest your ERS. So, at the moment, all I know is I'm screwed. Because right now, pit now, rejoin P16, and we gotta make that like P7 or 8. We gotta make that P7 by the end of all of this, so it's not looking like a good day at the office here for McLaren, but just gotta stick to my strategy. I can't change now. I was the first one to jump the gun and to do the 2-stop. And only one of the leaders to do a 2-stop, so I'm the only one that really jumps said gun to go on to this. And after how the first stint went on the dead softs, I can tell that this is probably the best strategy for me. Because I would probably be coming off of them now, setting them up as Gasly and going to mediums. Hopefully he's going on to mediums, yeah he is. I'd be doing whatever Gasly's doing here, but I'd still have my gloves on, so I'd basically be with Gasly. So there wouldn't be much positives there for me. I don't even know I put the gloves on. Value added tax. We have a 5-second lead. That's saying P14 right now, which means we're in that big train. Yeah, in the big train it'll be easy to get that to say P7, so we're basically good for the rest of the stint. All I need is just keep on pushing even when I'm not pushing the fuel. And everything should hopefully get better for me in this race, because we're reaching almost the halfway mark and the strategy isn't seamless for me, let's be honest. Yeah, as we lose time in the 3rd sector there, but that is because we're running lean and none, but that's just to help us later on. The lean, the none, not so much. Next lap I'm gonna check how much fuel we give away using rich and medium. That way I can see how much I need for the last 8 laps. From lap 21 onwards. Because I'll be pushing the entire last stint. I don't care if I destroy the tires. I'm just lucky I didn't lose my front wing when I hit Magnussen. But yeah, it's now saying pit now rejoin P9, so it's getting better and better the longer we stay on these tires, so at this point we're not exactly gaining anything, we're more losing everything. But that's okay, because next up we're going for a rich and medium to see how much fuel we need for the last stint. So, and I'm just gonna add like 0.1 onto the end, 0.2 just to be safe. Alright, so 1.35. Right, so I'm just going to do a little bit of cheeky maths here. 0.15 times 8 is 1.2. So that's how many laps I need spare. If I just keep it on standard and low, or standard and medium, for the rest of the stint, we should be okay. Because standard should save a little bit. If not save a little bit, then get rid. Yeah, we only need 1.2. I would just say 1.3 just to keep it safe. We need 1.3 laps of fuel for the third stint. And look at the map, we're not doing too much really at this point in time, but it's fine. Because I know the second we put on those softs will be a demon, so. I'm gonna stick with the 3.6 wings. As Magnussen starting to lose ground now to the Mercs. The scary thing is the Racing Point and the Toro Rosso are catching up to the leaders. It's not really a scary thing, it's just probably because they're on softs and everyone and the leaders is either on mediums or hards. But the only reason why Hamilton's catching up to Magnussen, I would say, is because he's on mediums and Magnussen is on hards. Yeah, the Racing Point and Toro Rosso were both stuck behind that Ferrari for a very long period of time, so I'd say pretty much good. I'd say I run standard every single lap except from like 20 to 28. So yeah, 9 laps, 1.35 mathematically, but we'll save a bit more than that. We'll save 0.1 per lap in standard. You see, now we're on standard and medium. Now obviously request for F1 2020, which is basically, I would hope, almost finished, if not in development. Because they start development like 3 months after they release the last year's game. So since it was released in like July or something like that, this game, I would say 3 months after July, so the 10th month of the year, which we all know is October. No, I'm joking. Clearly it's February. I'm sorry I had to do that. A little bit of a small joke, inside joke. Which most of you guys won't get, but still. Yeah, we're definitely increasing our gap behind, but the Racing Point and the Toro Rosso are definitely catching up to us leaders, so that's gonna create an interesting dynamic at the end. And I'm definitely not trying to make my voice as monotone as possible. It's definitely not working. Yeah, as you can see, 7 seconds behind now. I basically made up half of the time. Okay, I'm joking, it's more like 16 seconds. So yeah, I've almost made up half the time, but only on mediums, and I was behind him. And I'll be pushing every single lap when I'm on the soft compound tires, so not much to really say there. So from Namaste. Oh yeah, he just gained 4/10 back, so I guess that's what I get for saying stuff, but still. Surprised he even gained anything. One lap too early from the cooling from the pit, but Bottas is under attack from a Racing Point while he's the leader of the championship. I'm not saying Racing Point are bad, just saying as a leader of the championship you shouldn't be attacked by someone who's not in the top 4 teams. Okay, that's a bit of a corner car, but I blame that on oversteer, so. I'm starting to drive this like some special kid who can't control the car. I guess that is because like tyre wear is quite bad right now. Yeah. So the Force India came, Racing Point and Toro Rosso came in. Then now behind that train means we pit now, we're rejoin P7. So everything's coming into plan for us now. We're staying out one more lap here so that we can come onto the softs and use them effectively. Didn't lose as much time this time in the middle sector as last lap, so positives. Didn't attack the penultimate corner as hard as I did, and last corner you got to take it slowly. But now is our rich revs only to the end. So yeah, we've got 6.9 seconds behind 6.9. And that's all we really need at this point, really. Because that's going to be a massive increase by the end of this lap, not gonna lie. You can see it's a 7.4. And every single overtake I make will probably be with the aid of DRS, so really it's probably a bit more than 7 and a bit, if we think logically about it. And this is against like a proper push lap, and I'm not even really pushing that hard, and I'm 5/10 down in the first 2 sectors, so that's not that bad. But still, we're still gaining time on everyone, so. so the game just glitched me there, so I could have kept on going at my angle, so I'm actually gonna allow a flashback there just because the game messed me up. That wasn't even my fault, what the game just did. It basically just made me lose bare time because it can't handle me taking it properly. By properly I mean proper to the inside. Bit of a slow release there, so it's probably gonna be quite a bit behind Bottas. Not sure actually, we're gonna be right in front of Bottas actually. So actually the game was wrong. Come out just in front of Valtteri Bottas. Speak of the leader of the championship. Not for much longer though. He's 21 points behind. I'm 21 points behind him, or 19. I can't remember the exact number. I think it was 21 last round. Me and Hamilton were both 21 behind. But now Hamilton is 6 behind him, and I'm 13 behind Hamilton. So yeah. So yeah, basically that's one overtake already done because I was expecting to have to overtake him. Here's our second overtake of the leaders. And yeah, we did break very early there, but Grosjean on the hards is no match for someone who just came out of the pits on set softs. Plus I had DRS. Plus I'm gonna get Gasly giving me a great push in the next lap. Gasly's really gonna help me towards the actual fastest lap of the race, just because he's gonna give me DRS on the big back straight. But yeah, for 1.2 behind him, I'm probably gonna be almost overtaking him when we get to the DRS zone. Considering mediums have been on since lap 13, compared to softs which have been on since lap 21. So. And it's lap 22. That's what I mean, I'll be attacking him here. If once an actual decent exit offered the hairpin, not gonna lie, it was probably worth sticking behind him until here to get the DRS. I mean, instead of him attacking me into this corner, I'm just pushing away really. Next up is the podium places of Hamilton. I still have a terrible corner there, so next lap I'll probably better this lap, because I won't be stuck behind anyone. Won't be conserving the tyres at all for the rest of this race. Basically, I'm going to be saying Q1 lap times. I lie. Yeah, I'll probably be a good 1.4 behind Lewis in the next split. Maybe 1.5. That was with a not so great first sector. Still could have gone faster. A little bit disappointed I'm not going to get DRS there, but take what I get, I guess. Championship winning car or DRS? Championship winning car any day of the week. Oh, someone here. Max Verstappen. Hamilton just brakes, which ruins my fast lap attempt. Oh, I might as well just back out of that. Save fuel and everything. Is that Verstappen out? Yeah. I'm saying that should be a safety car. I just stopped in the middle of the track. Obviously I would have come in for a fresh set of softs. sector would be around the same percent as these, so I probably wouldn't have, actually. So yeah, this lap's going to be my actual fastest lap attempt, because I'm going to have DRS on this straight. Probably not on the next straight, actually I might on the big back straight. But I'm going to have DRS hopefully twice this lap. Not the purple first sector, but still personal best. By 1.5 tenths, so. So yeah, we will be getting off of K-Mag. Just trying to get the best X I can. Just to personally gain. I don't really even care about the DRS, it's just wanting to gain. Wanting to set the first lap even more. Really, that's the only thing that keeps me going really in this race. I just said purple middle sector. Didn't have a big toe. Only just one just until just after the DRS, because that's all that you just need, because just twice and they can be stuff. Right, yeah, that was a corner car and a half. And some TM at Mardic lines. So purple lap. Forgot I don't have to protect the fuel. Gotta protect the ERS now though. For one lap. And then just keep it medium the rest of the race. Honestly, for the last two races I'm gonna have fresh power units anyway. In Abu Dhabi, if I have a big enough points total where I only need to get a couple of points, I might genuinely just start from last. Just because if I have a big enough points gap where I only need to get like 10 points, I'll start from last. Because I'll probably get one for fastest lap by going from mediums to soft. I don't know why I'm talking about Abu Dhabi like this so cockily. Like I actually have a chance of winning. But looking at that racing point in Toro Rosso, they've already cut through half of the traffic. I mean, depends which Toro Rosso it is, but I would presume they're still in tandem. As that's Williams, I think, is out in the first sector. If not as a puncture. Yeah, it's Kubica out. I'm joking, it's Kubica. VSC. This is actually okay for me. I don't need to protect anything. If anything, I'm just gonna keep hitting rich. Just because I don't want the car to be too heavy. But honestly, for me, this just helps. Because it means I can still conserve my ERS back up to a decent percent to be able to attack lap 27 and 28. Yeah, obviously having this big of a gap behind. Oh, okay, VSC ending. Break the normal point here. Try and get nice traction. That's all I care about really. So yeah, I'll probably have enough ERS to attack lap 28 and 27, not only 28. So this VSC is just giving me an even bigger chance of staying faster. No, I'm joking. I mean, normally I'd just back up Hamilton into the rest of the pack, but I don't know, I just don't feel like being a cunt. And I know Susan's gonna demonetize me for this. Not like I'm making money anyway, even though there's ads on my videos, but no, I'm joking. I don't really care about not making money. I'm only a 13-year-old kid. I ain't got much to make out of this. That's the 10th down already. And I'm pretty sure I had DRS on that lap. Which means I'm also going to have DRS down this back straight. I'm going to have a terrible run through this on that lap, so who knows. It's not going to balance itself out, I can just tell. But obviously I'm just trying to give myself the best chance of gaining points on Bottas and Hamilton. Obviously the constructors, probably Mercedes won like 12 rounds ago. Just because Charles hasn't been showing up really in the races. In the early parts of the season he was showing up a lot. But now not so much. So yeah, you're probably thinking I have a lot smoother. Okay, yeah, fair enough. So one more and that's a penalty. Not that I care. You're probably thinking I have a lot smoother motions on my wheel, a lot more fluent, a lot faster. To those with a keen eye compared to last time we were here at USA. Now, obviously, most people would just say, "Oh no, that's down to the upgrades." It's actually not. So I realised that after going back, because I've been playing a lot of F1 2017 and F1 2018, their steering wheels felt really light compared to this game. I realised, because I was running maximum force feedback, it was so hard to turn in for the corners. So now I've lowered force feedback to the minimum it can be, and I'm doing okay, because obviously I now have pace compared to last time. Because last time you had to try to turn, now it's just flowing so smoothly and easily with you. Obviously our fuel's not an issue. We're basically half a lap up, so that's like another 2 laps of rich revs. But yeah, we just gotta come home for the fastest lap of the race, and I'm joking. We gotta come home with all 26 points, which we can get out of a single race. Sadly for the constructors, Leclerc is nowhere to be seen again in this race. Don't know what happened for him, but it was a good race. But obviously I won the race. Who do you think I am? Yeah, as you can see, I don't think I actually have any sound on for the commentators, but yeah, no one cares. Yeah, no one cares about the podium, even though I won. Why did Charles came 9th? Fair enough, he did start pretty low down. So Hamilton now top of the Drivers' Championship, but it's so close to the top. It's only separated. The top 3 is separated by 2 points, and we're the only 3 that can still win the championship by any margin at all. Obviously the 2-stop strat seems to work for those starting lower down the order. They manage to gain places or stay the same. Faber got all the way up to P20 on a 2-stop, so now for driver of the day, clearly it's got to be Max Verstappen. Started P7, retired on... When did he even retire? Retired on lap 23. Driver of the day, Max Verstappen. Flips it. I bet you, like, if that was still voted by the people... Oh, sharp clay. It's called McLaren are actually decent. Ha 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 ha. No. But clearly, he can't even get good points finishes, and clearly I've just had a really poor day. Ooh. Chelsea beat Tottenham 2-1. And yeah, that's us beating him and also starting to beat Valtteri. We get 1.8k. I'm trying to see if we can get any upgrades in for Abu Dhabi. Not that it really matters. But an ERS upgrade for Abu Dhabi, that could be good because that has a lot of long straights. Then again, rear downforce. But then again, no, I'm joking. I like how I just see chassis and just be like, nope, it's not worth it. So it's either I go even more on the engine, or I go even more on the air. You know what? Screw it. Engine. I mean, what McLaren driver would I be if I don't go for more engine? I guess it was a nice race when, you know, cut through the traffic quite a bit with extra stops I had to make. But yeah, guess I'll see you next time. That's probably gonna be in like 3 weeks because I'm the most inconsistent YouTuber on the world.